What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're not doing anything motorcycle related. I'm in my E92 or E93 M3, and I just kind of wanted to touch a subject here on, I guess, reliability. But should I buy an M3? Should you buy an M3? Right now, this is a 13, but I think a 2008 to 13 you can get relatively cheap if you go with like I wouldn't buy 2010 or 2008 through 10 because there were some reliability issues, but 11 to 13 I think was like the better years, or the best of this generation, which is the E90, 92 or 93 in this case. I think that if you guys know about it, the E90 is 4-door, 92 is the coupe, and the 93 is the convertible like this one. I have the DCT. I know a lot of people prefer the manual, but I really do enjoy the DCT. It's in my opinion, the double clutch transmission was just great. And so I've had this car for years now. I'm about to hit 57, or I have 57,000 miles, and I baby this car. I don't drive it every day. I mean, I work from home, so I want to say it's my daily, but I don't drive every day, so that's what I mean by that. I drive it just whenever I feel like it. I'm lucky enough to have bought a 2020 Supra. I mean, it's made by BMW. That's another subject or a topic for another video. But I love that car. I was going to do a lot of modifications to this car, but this is just one of those cars that I just can't seem to get rid of. I've bought other cars and gotten rid of them. I had a 2019, 2020 Mustang Bullet. I really waited for that car, but I had some reliability issues. It's a Ford, and I'd never had any issues with Ford before. As you can probably see on some of my other videos, I have a 2020 Explorer ST, which is like the high performance version of their SUV, it's a really fast SUV. I can't believe how quick it is for what it is, being so heavy. I think it's like 5,000 pounds or 4,500 pounds or something, but it's a 3.0 twin turbo. Hellcat, I think it was a Hellcat. But this is just one of those cars. Back to this subject, this is just one of those cars that I just can't seem to get rid of, and I honestly can't see myself getting rid of it. So I'm going to try to touch a couple of different points here. Number one, should you get it? As far as affordability, this car, when it was brand new in 2013, spec like this, it was $85,000 out the door. And I know some people are going to say, "Oh man, you're crazy! Like, why would you pay that much money for a car?" That's what it cost. It is what it is, right? If you wanted it, that's what you were going to pay. If I was going to do it again, I'd do it again. It doesn't matter. But I just love this car. Now, they depreciate just like any other car nowadays. It seems like the car market has it's been saturated, and car manufacturers are making so many cars that it just...
KA band.
There's a cop somewhere trying to get you. Car manufacturers are making so many cars that they just have to... there's just a bunch of them, and that's going to lead to depreciation. No matter what you do, no matter how well you keep it. I don't care if it's got a few miles. I mean, it's going to depreciate instantly. The moment you sign, you know that. Okay, I would not, I probably wouldn't buy this car new. Okay, it's 2021, and if you were to buy this car with this kind of miles, you'd probably pay low to mid 30s, which is still a bargain. And I know it's not the fastest car out there, but it is 420 horsepower, give or take. It's not to the wheel. It is very heavy, but it is an M3. Now, you can take that however you want, or with a grain of salt, because I love this car. You either love it or you hate it. If you're an enthusiast, you know that you know what you're buying, right? There's other cars out there that you can get for that, but if you really look, and you take your time and you do your research, you could probably get a 2009, 10, 11, which again, I wouldn't buy anything under an 11, but if that's what you wanted, and they fixed the rod bearing issue, which I've never had any issues with it. I send my old Blackstone, and I've never had any issues, and I'm not going to do it. That's just who I am. I let the car warm up, so on and so forth. But okay, if you were to do your research and do your homework and be a little patient, but they're out there. You don't even have to wait that long. You could probably get this car for low 20s, and it's a V8. I'm sure you can find it in either automatic or a 6-speed, which I wouldn't get a 6-speed. I wouldn't do it. Mine's faster. It's fine. It's not as if you're a purist, obviously you're gonna go with the 6-speed manual. That's cool. I love manuals, not in this car because I like the peppiness of the transmission. But cost is number one. Would I buy it? I'd buy it again, without a doubt. Like, I can't seem to get rid of it. I've been to at the point where I've thought about trading it twice now, and I can't do it. I'm not doing it. This is good. This is a car that's going to stay with me forever. I can't see, like, I love the car. It's not the fastest. My Supra is way faster with the stage 2 modifications I've done to them. Very minor stuff. I'm in the 10s already, but this car is not the fastest. But there's just something about the M3 car that I just love. So number one is cost, and I know I'm getting off subject here, but number one is cost. Two, this thing is a gas guzzler. Like, that one, we don't even need to go into details. Like, if you get 17, 18 miles to the gallon, I'm sorry, you're lucky. I think it's 13, 14 gallon tank. I don't think it's 14. I think it's 13 or so, whatever it may be. I have never gotten 250 miles to the tank. I think I got to like 240 something once, and I was making it a point to not hit the fun button, and I was keeping it under like 75, but it's very difficult right now. I'm just going with traffic. I don't know if you can see other cars around me, but we're doing 80, so I guarantee you I'm getting like 15, 16, 17 miles to the gallon. This thing is a gas guzzler. Alright, reliability, it's just like any other car, and it really irritates me when like other people or just internet trolls or whoever, right? Internet trolls, that's what they are. And they're always talking about how, especially, like, I live in Houston, so the car scene is like humongous here. And they always talk about the reliability of BMW. It's just like any other car. I don't care if you drive a GTR or a Hellcat or an M3 or a Mercedes. I don't care what you drive. If you don't maintain it and you don't do your proper maintenance and all that, like, the car's not going to last you very long. I'm not meticulous about it, but I'm very cautious with it. Like, I do the oil change probably every 5,000 miles, and I know I don't need to, but I do it anyway. I'm just very careful with it. I pay attention to every knock, to everything, any kind of situation or issue that may come up, but I've never had any. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if I'm just lucky or I just take care of my cars, but reliability, not even a factor. It's just no factor. And I mean, as far as styling goes, you either love it or you don't. If you love it, I mean, we don't even need to touch that, because if you like the style, then you're gonna love. I mean, that's not even a question, right? You like it, you like it. So that's number 4. Number 5, I mean, 0 to 60 isn't the fastest. It's in the 4s. My car's pretty heavy. I think I've got an extra 400-ish pounds. But I live in perfect convertible weather, which is Houston. Sometimes it's really hot, but in the spring and fall, and sometimes even in the winter, I take the top off, and it's pretty cool, right? If it gets cold, I mean, or hot, I'm sorry, I just put the top up and, like, it's perfect. Personally, I wouldn't get a coupe because I just don't like I like the style of the convertible more. Oh man, there's a bunch of traffic. I'm not doing it. I like the style or the shape of the convertible, especially because it's a hardtop. But that's just me, you know. Speed, it's pretty quick. I mean, it can easily get you in trouble, especially if you hit the M button. The V8 engine, like, you just can't. I think it's the best engine that BMW ever made, and that's just my opinion, guys. Like, you know, the price is crazy right now. If you're gonna buy one of these, now is the time to buy it, because, I mean, pay attention to the E46 and look at what it's done. It's gone up in price tremendously. My kid's gonna turn 16 in October, and I told him, hey, your first car could probably be an E46. This was a couple of years ago. Now, like, there's no way. Like, it's crazy expensive. They're in the, like, high 20s, 30s. I've seen them as high as like 40, 50 grand, and I'm like, what? Those cars cost like $50,000 new. But that's what they're bringing. That's the market. It is what it is. If you want one, you're gonna have to pay. You know, you pay to play. But for that, like for 20,000 anything, I would personally get the E90 platform versus the E46. So that's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that. And I mean, go drive one. Go drive one and really make sure the temperature, make sure the car gets the operating temperature, because that's the rod bearing issue. Everybody, they start it up and all right, let's punch it, let's go. No, there's a process to it, and it's not just like jumping like in a Toyota or in a Honda or anything like that, or in a, maybe even a Ford or Chevy or anything like that. Whatever car you want to say or you want to talk about, whatever car you want to use as an example is what I'm trying to say. But this part right here, listen. That was 8,500 RPMs. I have a 9.2, still pulling. I can't tell you how fast I'm going, but it's fast and it's fun. I'm never gonna get rid of this car. My suggestion is go drive one, let it warm up, let it get to operating temperature, so that if you do buy it, you don't buy a damaged or a car that you damaged, and go take it for a spin and see if you like it. You know what I mean? You have to understand it's 2021. 400 horsepower is like, I mean, you've got very entry-level cars doing that, so it's up to you, man. But it's up to you guys. I mean, but would I buy it again? Absolutely, without a doubt. I baby this car. Your rear tires, man, you're gonna go through them like that. This thing doesn't have a lot of torque, but it goes through them pretty quick. 3 sets of the rear for 1 set of the front, so that's something you got to take into consideration. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'm not as consistent as I'd like to be with filming, because I mean, I do this for fun. I mean, I work. Obviously, it's not my job, so I just do this for fun. But thanks for watching, and again, any questions, comments, hit that like button if you like it, or the dislike button if you dislike it. I appreciate it either way. Thanks for watching. Peace.